Hello to you all and welcome. If you're new here, I'm Jennifer. Cory and I are so happy to have you with us on our channel. Today we are decorating our front porch for Christmas, and this year we decided to try and create a life-size holiday greeting card. We hope you'll enjoy the video and find some inspiration along the way. To begin, we made a plan on how we'd execute our life-size greeting card. Cory thought up the idea to make a frame for our front porch and the pretty snowy greeting card scene we were going to create. We used two 4x8 sheets of 3/8 inch plywood to make our frame. Cory measured out the area of the front porch we needed to cover and then transferred his measurements to the plywood. Our frame measured 12 inches wide on all sides. He then cut out the frame, creating 4 sections to cover the area between the posts to give our holiday greeting card a border. Once he had the frame cut and ready, it was time to make a way to attach them together once we were ready to install them. Cory glued down a square of plywood measuring 12 inches by 12 inches to build up the one side of the frame so that when he slipped the two sides together, they would have something to rest against. He glued and nailed on opposite sides of the two frame pieces a brace of 1x4 wood to allow the two sides of the frame to slip into place, which he'll show you in just a minute to better understand. Again, he glued and nailed each board to opposite sides of the frame. This would allow the pieces to slip together and appear seamless after installation. He allowed all the pieces to dry overnight before he began the painting process. The next day, Cory primed the wood for paint. You could skip this step if you buy an all-in-one primer and paint, but we chose to use a metallic paint and it didn't have a primer. We also didn't want to use more paint than necessary since it can get pricey. By later that day, the primer had dried, and Cory began applying our gold metallic paint to the frame. We did use 2 coats to give a more even appearance to the metallic paint. To give our frame more dimension, Cory used a piece of cardboard as a guide and created shading to mimic the curve and corner sections of a real frame. With our frame completed, it was time to create our greeting card scene. We first cleaned up any leftover fall decorations and cleaned up any debris and mess that was left behind. Something to keep in mind when decorating your porch or yard for Christmas is to remember to create a scene that is not only festive for nighttime viewing, but just as beautiful for daytime viewing. It's the little details that matter. I had bought this Christmas tree and ended up not liking it for the inside of our home. We would have returned it, but the cost to ship it back was more than the tree cost, so we decided to keep it and use it on our front porch. The tree is pre-lit, but I really wanted to add more light, so we opted for these bigger bulbs, which I think not only add more light, but also a pretty texture to the tree. We found this pretty bow at Lowe's, where we also picked up the large wreath we'll be adding here in just a bit. In keeping with the traditional colors of Christmas, I've decided to stick with red on the front porch. I found these plastic red ornaments on Amazon. They come with assorted sizes, ranging from one large ornament to several smaller ones. It was just enough to decorate this 7.5-foot tree. Again, this wreath is from Lowe's and it measures 48 inches. It comes with both white and colored lights. It's full and very beautiful, and I highly recommend it. We also picked up this red velvet ribbon from Lowe's. It was just enough to make a bow and add some embellishment to the wreath. We were finally ready to assemble our frame and create the look of a holiday greeting card. Cory used zip ties to secure the frame to our front porch posts and also to keep each section held together. He stapled the zip tie to the back of the frame and then strapped it around the post. While he continued to work on our frame assembly, I began to add in the snowy elements to our scene. We have a snowflake projector to add later for night viewing, and I wanted it to appear that snow had fallen on everything for the daytime scene. So I bought some packs of fake snow from Amazon to achieve the look. We did run into a little snag when installing the last piece of frame. Cory didn't realize that the rain gutter downspout was going to interfere with our frame, but it was an easy fix. He just cut out a notch in the frame to allow for the downspout, and problem solved. To cast an icy glow over our greeting card scene, we attached blue lights to the back of the frame. The blue lights really do give off a pretty wintry glow, and we love using them when trying to create a winter scene. Cory carefully stapled the lights to the back side of the frame near the opening. Be extra careful when stapling your lights so as not to cut into the wire. You'll need to use the proper size staple for the job. To add in another layer of winter chill, we used one box of these icicle lights we bought at Lowe's. Cory stapled the icicle lights to the inside top of the frame only. To give a bit of lacy sparkle, we're adding in these pretty snowflakes. We used them last year for our front porch decorations, and I just love them. I thought they worked perfectly for this year as well. I bought them from Hobby Lobby, and I'm sure they still carry them. I also saw them when we were shopping the at-home store. I needed height for some lighted gift boxes, and we never have a short supply of cardboard boxes on hand. Cory then covered everything in white plastic sheeting, which he also never seems to have a short supply of, to give the whole scene a look like it had been blanketed in snow. And it also covered up any unsightly cords and other random things. I found these presents on Amazon, and they are the perfect size for our front porch. I also really like the look of them. They aren't battery operated, so you will need an outlet for these, but honestly, batteries don't last long in the cold weather, so I'm perfectly fine with adding an extension cord. And the bows had Velcro on them, which made them easy to assemble. To give our scene a nighttime effect of falling snow, we're adding in a snowflake projector, which we also bought on Amazon. Cory drove a hollow pole into the ground and then used the spike of the projector came with to attach it to the pole. And last, no holiday greeting card would be complete without the greeting. We found this cute sign at Michael's, and I think it's the perfect addition to our holiday front porch decorations. Here's a look at our life-size holiday greeting card for the 2024 season.
Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round yon virgin mother sleep in heavenly peace. Silent night.
We cannot thank you all enough for being here with us and supporting all that we do here on our channel. This has been an amazing year with you all. The joy we feel when reading your comments and all the sweet words you send our way goes straight to our hearts. We have grown as a channel and are so grateful to you all. This has been such a wonderful experience, and we look forward to sharing much, much more with you all in the new year. We do have a few videos left before we take a 2-week break, but we want to wish you all a very happy and blessed Christmas. We hope that your holiday is filled with love, laughter, and joy. Thank you again, dear sweet friends, for being a part of our lives. Merry Christmas to you all. We will see you all very soon in the next one. Bye for now.
Should old acquaintance